Yo, what's going on, Cowboys fans? It's your boy Foots here. Wow, can you guys believe that this channel made it to 5K? 5,000 subscribers? 5K! 5 mother effing K! I just gotta say thank you. You know, this just started with me just giving my thoughts. Just me just saying what I thought about the Cowboys, what I thought about Dak Prescott, what I thought about the draft. And it's grown. The camera has grown. The vibration has grown. The growth has been real. We're hitting different topics. We're doing different things with different YouTubers. We're talking about different things. Cowboys, NFL, all that. So thank you guys for trusting me. Just for believing in my opinion. It's an opinion. We're allowed to disagree. And just thank you for the growth. It means the world to me. Now, let's talk Senior Bowl. Let's talk Cowboys. Now, when we think about the Senior Bowl, every year is a chance for guys who maybe weren't known or maybe had some questions or maybe slipped through the cracks or maybe had some injuries concerns. This is a chance for them to go down to Mobile, Alabama, get real NFL coaching, and really this is the last chance where we'll get to see them do football things, if that makes sense. Things that, you know, it's not going to be the combine where you're just running against air or you're doing drills or you're just running straight line. And the special thing about the Senior Bowl is you get to see these guys get NFL coaching, be in NFL situations, play with and throw with the NFL ball. So while there are headliners, Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen, I wanted to see Rashaan Evans. He won't be there. There are some guys who I think the Cowboys should have their eyes on. Some sleepers, some underground type. You know, we always talk about, I'm a musician, so some underground artists, some cats that maybe everybody's not hip to in the draft world or hasn't really done their research on. But here are some guys that I think the Cowboys should have their eye on in the Senior Bowl, in the week in Mobile, and obviously in the game, and then moving forward throughout the draft process. Number 1, no specific order, Marcus Allen, Penn State, safety. I think this guy is what you just call a party starter. Doesn't do really anything super great. You would like more ball production from him, but you see a guy come up, play good run support, never in bad position, and can do some things in coverage. I think in the 3rd round he would be a great target for the Cowboys. You don't know what's going to happen with Byron Jones. I think he's just a great football player, and that's kind of was my issue with Byron Jones coming out of UConn. He wasn't really just a great football player. He's a great athlete, but wasn't a great football player. You see a guy, Marcus Allen, from Penn State, 6'2", 204. You just see a guy who loves football. Marcus Allen. The Cowboys need to have him on their radar. Number 2, SKAI Moore, South Carolina inside linebacker. All I gotta tell you about this dude is 14 interceptions. As a linebacker, I think he spills to the ball very well. My only problem with him is he's a little smaller, and you can see it in his film. But coverage skills, yes. Finishes at the ball very well, yes. Can flow to the ball, yes. So you're thinking about a guy who can learn behind Sean Lee, and at some point he's going to have to play because Sean Lee is going to get hurt. I think this guy should definitely be on the Cowboys' radar. Can move well, sideline to sideline. SKAI Moore. What was his number in high school? In college. I think it was number 10. 6'2", 218 pounds. Definitely keep your eyes on him at the Senior Bowl. Number 3, Rashad Penny. College football's leading rusher. Now, some of you guys are probably spitting out your coffee, your beer, whatever you're drinking, saying, yo, why would we draft a running back? We have the best running back in the league. This is true. You also have to remember, Ezekiel Elliott is always in and out of trouble. It's something that you just have to prepare yourself for. Basically, a season got held hostage because Ezekiel Elliott got suspended this year, the 6-game suspension. You're looking at a guy in Penny, a smaller guy, and because of how loaded this running back class is, he could be sitting there in the 4th round staring at you. I love the running backs on this roster, but I think that we could upgrade. We could upgrade and get a true 3rd down guy, so when Zeke has to come off the field or if something does happen to Zeke, we're still protected. I like Rashad Penny. I think that he has wiggle. I think that he can catch the ball at the backfield. I think he's just a flat-out good football player. Rashad Penny, keep your eyes on him at the Senior Bowl. Number 4, Michael Gallup. Got a bunch of notes on these guys. But Michael Gallup, Colorado State. I love this prospect. You're talking about a guy who doesn't drop anything. You're talking about a guy who's very smooth in his routes. You guys want a wide receiver? You got one here. The problem is I think he's going to shoot up draft boards just because everybody's going to be late to the party on this guy. Reminds me of Chris Carter. Runs great routes, can separate. Just a smooth player. Go look at his tape against Alabama. Big school, put up big numbers. I think that this guy from Colorado State has the opportunity to be kind of what we thought Terrence Williams would be. I think he's the perfect 2. I never really see him being a 1, but I think he could be a very good 2 receiver. Come in, help Dez. I think you would have to get him in a second, though. That's the only thing about that. Let me know what you guys think about Michael Gallup. I think the Cowboys will have their eyes on him at the senior. Number 5, last but not least, New Mexico State wide receiver Jahlil Scott. This guy's special. 73 catches, 1,000 yards last year, 8 touchdowns, 6'5". The only question that I think scouts will have and that I kind of have is, what competition did he play against? What corners? Was he playing against press a lot? I didn't see it a lot. Now, I did see him have a good game against Arkansas. I did see him make some plays against Arizona State. He obviously had that one-handed catch, kind of Odell-esque against Arizona State. But now at the Senior Bowl, you're going to get to see him going up against big-time competition. That's what we need to see. You're going to get to see him going against corners that will play press, that will be physical. And the way that he finishes at the ball, vertically, he also runs very good routes. So I want to see that, on showcase at this Senior Bowl. And I think the Cowboys will have their eyes on him. This is a pretty decent receiver class from rounds 2 to say 5. So if you want a guy like this, you probably got to get him in a second. But hey, I know Cowboys fans want a receiver. So if you do, this is a guy to keep your eyes on. Peace. All right, guys, so those are my 5. Marcus Allen, SKAI Moore, Rashad Penny, Michael Gallup, and Jahlil Scott. Let me know what you guys think of those 5. Will the Cowboys target any of them in the draft? I think that those are guys that can kind of hit needs that we have and also have the skill level to kind of come in and be something.